Yeah. Come on in, everybody. 1-0 Braves. Shane Moy strikes out. Michael Hillis lines out. And Orlando Arcia has a count of 1-1. And Quintella is at 65 pitches. He's at 65 pitches. Yeah, well, that too.
We should have probably gotten the first game. Exactly. All right. But you're seeing, other than
Well, I wouldn't say that.
stretch from Quintana in the first, you can see that. I thought that was it.
Yeah, it's close. Yeah, no runs. We're going to go to the top of the fifth inning. But speaking of strikeouts.
Ha! Huh? Of what? When? I was coming. Oh, I didn't know we needed help.
Hiring is step one when it comes to our growth. We can't open a new shop or a new location without the right people in place. I couldn't keep up until I found ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps us get out there quickly and get us qualified candidates quickly. They sent us applicants that matched what I was looking for. I've hired for every role: entry-level technicians, service advisors, store managers. ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill.
ZipRecruiter, rated the #1 hiring site. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/baseball.
After baseball's biggest
Braves baseball is brought to you by Truist. Top of the fifth inning, 1-0 Braves. A very well pitched ball game so far. We've had some good guests, some good laughs. Big Mac's still with us. Sure, we'll throw you under the bus a little bit more this afternoon.
I love it.
Throw me.
Can we get you and Vogelbach on the same defensive line?
Yeah.
For the Falcons.
I stopped playing football because I got absolutely dominated. I couldn't move.
Brian, you were on the 8th grade B team.
That's when I knew it was time to shut it down.
Brian was like, "Hey, we're playing y'all this week." And I'm like, "When?" And he's like, "Oh, we're playing on Tuesday night."
I don't play on
There's a game on Tuesday.
Yeah, the extras play on Tuesday night. That was a long snapper.
Somebody's got to do it.
I know. Put it on the money.
You've got a lot of great pitchers after you left here. Maybe not a better performance than Charlie Morton in the playoffs to clinch it.
I mean, when he's right, which is 90% of the time he's on, and he can sink you, four seam and change up, and then that curveball's the equalizer where he can throw it any pitch, any spot, any location, any time. So when you have that in your back pocket, It makes it easy.
Yeah, roll over my bump back. Easy. Now it's time for our stat cast. Talking to D-Row, we talk about Chipper Jones, okay, in left field and why he had to go back to third
This
base.
is awesome.
So we're going to take a look at our stat cast 3D here. And look at him. He's going. All right. There you go. Oh, God, he tripped over himself. Oh, that's Andrew. So that catch probability was actually 100% in StatCast.
I actually got my spikes tangled up right there. I got a spike tangled up in a shoelace.
And I think 2 days later, D-Row was traded.
That's not how it went. But yeah, I mean, we can have all. Hilarious. One of the two most embarrassing moments that I ever had on the baseball field. I'm glad Gretchen hasn't found the other one because it wasn't running over gang. Yeah. Okay. So.
My favorite of that chip was the toss to Andrews. You were going.
Yeah, I've had enough up here.
Yeah,
I throw it in. I got to work. I want to know where the best outfielder on the planet was. I was going to give it to him and throw it in.
Speaking of Andrew, Tom, I was told to ask you a question. What ex-teammates got the most home runs off of you?
Probably, I'm guessing Andrew, probably, yeah.
I think he was just ready for me to ask you.
He crushed me. That I know.
Fastballs, changeups?
Change-ups.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's all right. He deserved it. He saved my butt so many times out there in center field. It's all right.
I gave it to him. You're being a nice teammate.
Exactly. Well, that might be a review. That wasn't less than an emphatic call there.
Man, he's coming out. See how Matt Olson just looked at the umpire?
Yeah, he was not real sure and ultimately decided unfair.
Oh, the chalk.
The chalk flew up.
Interesting though, in all seriousness, Chip, what was it like moving from third to left?
Third to left was awesome. Yeah, it was great. I mean, when you've gone so long being that close to the action, like let's face it, if you're not paying attention, the next one's down left throw down. So left field was a little different. I got to converse with the people in the stands a little more out there and left. The adjustment back to the infield was the hardest thing. It was okay. I'm 320 feet from home plate, and now at times I got to play 75 feet from home plate. So it was a big adjustment coming back, but my home is on the infield, always was.
They give you any yell at you nice things at Shea Stadium in left field?
Ooh, that was rugged.
Oh,
That was really rugged.
oh
It was
shit.
way worse. Those people out in left field, they pay a lot less than the people down right there. They've been getting liquored up since about 5 o'clock. Yeah, they let me out.
B-Mac, I mean, you played the hardest position, and your body got beat up the most, but you hanging in there?
I feel great. Knees feel great. You beating on the golf course doesn't feel great.
Well,
But yes, I do. I feel great.
what's the biggest thing you miss?
I missed the plane, obviously competing, but the most I missed the plane flights, card games. I would say.
You miss the action.
I missed that probably the most.
Yeah.
Anything better than getting on the West Coast and getting the clock?
Oh yeah, that too.
And then you get there and eat a steak and you get the meat sweats.
Yes, that's what I missed. You just realize somebody else pays for the show dinner. That's it. Yeah. Hey, I'm not paying for it. My wallet is no longer coming out on your team.
You know what I miss? I miss the reality of Frank Hoover getting put in cuffs thinking it was a joke. And then we talked him into jumping into a fountain in Washington.
That's a good one for that.
He did.
I made
Yeah,
cash from that.
Yeah, that was worth it.
come on in,
We
folks.
came up with a fine because of the public balls in the way.
At RFK Stadium, I had in the shower. I didn't believe him. And he said, "Oh, yeah, we got the ball. Are they challenging?
They're calling it a ball and they're challenging whether or not he got hit by the pitch, I believe.
Good enough.
Came across his toe.
I don't see anything.
Did you get hit much when you were batting?
Not a ton. Not a ton.
Frank, what about you?
I did some. A lot of the single ballers trying to run that on. After review, the call on the field is overturned. The batter once hit by pitch. Here's a warning first base. Seriously, retains their out. The only thing I'll say to that is at the very end right there, if you saw the ball kind of stopped spinning. Did you notice that at all?
Yeah.
Right before it went in the net. Watch this. See how it's spinning?
Maybe the top of the foot. I think I was looking at the sock.
Yeah, I think
It did hit the back of the shoe. My apologies, people.
Yeah, I got hit a lot, but of course, being a high school football Hall of Famer, I just went to first every
You just
time.
went to first?
Wasn't that big deal? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got hit 18 times in 19 years.
It really is unbelievable. You got a couple years ago.
I'll never forget when he was coming in and it kind of got you like, I just don't get hit.
Swing and miss.
You got drilled. But you didn't wear, I got to give it to you, you didn't wear any guards, you didn't wear anything, you just went up there.
Just 5 pairs of sliders.
Yeah, well, that too.
Throw him out. No. I think we're going to silence out the food, but.
You got him.
What a play.
That'll do it.
You're not going to see it.
Ha. Come on in. Let's hit it up with some likes and subscribes, everybody. Gotta do that.
Star reviews, including Jerry. To be honest, I thought it was almost too smooth, but Carvana was super transparent
Well,
from beginning to end.
not just that.
Financing,
Stupid commotion.
There were no surprises. Well, my monthly
You
payment
get your
would come out
screen
lower than
name.
expected.
On the Shitty Lane Homes LLC won't come in.
Last night, I got some memories for me. See, Alonzo takes it like a man. Goes down to first, nothing said. You get a flashback here. Johnson. Oh, kidney. That's rain in the kidney. That's the tuna. So this is what the tuna looks like.
Hey, there was no tuna. It was just
Flying around on the ground.
having a hard time breathing at this point.
And look at Bubba out there. This is a little freezer on the board. This is how my 6-year-old would have taken one.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I just
Okay.
had like a double or something. I hit. It was Jamie Wright. think it was on purpose.
I've been waiting my whole life for that one. Oh God, that was so funny.
The thing is, Matt, on this, because you were a classy teammate, everyone started laughing right away. Like, I could have been carried off on a stretcher. I could have been carried off. Look where this hits me.
Look how
In the
grown
kidney.
man takes it, and look how my 6-year-old son takes it. That's awesome. If you could have seen me at the end of the dugout in Colorado, I was literally doing the same thing Smoltz was doing, laughing on the floor. Oh my
I
gosh.
stayed in the game. I finished the deal. You know,
Hey, you got your composure back.
I did. I got it
You
back.
probably went 9.
He got Alonzo.
He got
all the bear. Smoltzy's a baby bear.
Although was that in Colorado?
That was in Colorado.
That's another story.
You feel everything differently.
I do. Like back, folks. Mind you,
I
guys.
was watching him before a game in Colorado, and I was young, so I didn't really know anything. But like, he threw what 10 pitches,
Yeah, it was
and
One
then
out,
took one
round
you
of 5.
aerialed as far as you could at the stadium, and you're like, all right, let's go. I'm like, well, this will be a good one. I don't know what you did in the game, but I've never seen that one before.
It's so hard to pitch in Colorado. Glad I didn't have trouble, but everyone else did. You corrected me. You had 2 shutouts in Colorado, correct?
Grisham strikes out in the bottom half.
I can't get that out of my head. Just like last time.
Swing and miss.
That's going to be
Cunha
my
Jr.
Seeing John just go to the ground.
That was 95 in the kidneys. And I don't understand why you can't
Going for
appreciate
2.
how much that hurt.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
But you guys didn't have to go back on the mound.
That's a
for
good
that
point.
pitch.
Good point.
Put a little patch on that and send you down to first. Getting a little tiger bomb. This never gets fun. This never gets old.
There's no tuna. I just took it.
tuna.
I took it. I was a little mad.
Back to the important stuff. Ronald Cunha. Another hit for Ron. To left. See if we can't get something started. I feel like we need more than one, boys. We're going to need more than one. I'm not going to go so far as to say, just get me one tonight, you know, like Glad did in the 6th game of the World Series, but I feel better with 2 or 3.
Yeah, I would have felt better with 2 or 3 too, but it worked out.
He's deceptive. His 91 looks 93, 94 getting the box.
I was telling them he's kind of got that Chuck James.
Yeah.
There's a fastball. You know,
Chases you.
It plays it plays harder.
Yep. You go up there aggressive against him, you're going to be late.
That's 89 that he just threw by him.
He hides it well.
And that's the argument in today's style of baseball. Mechanically sound, throw it where you want to, or
Yeah, he's tough to hit, guys. You see that? Out there,
or
it's a real battle up there. I said it before the game. I go, Quintana must have fished for Brookwood. Oh man,
Well, there were shots up here. I love it.
Frenchie's still hanging on to leading all of Gwinnett County in career homers.
I will say he was special. He was special. The game I came to the state championship and you went deep twice, game 1, and came in throwing 97.
you closed it out.
He closed it up throwing 97. Game 2 goes deep twice, comes in the game right after that throwing 98. And I was like, well, he's going to be the first player taken in the draft. Nah, he was on another level.
I know. I got to say, my senior year, I was 21 and 22 for stolen bags. And you know who threw me out? Yeah, that guy right there.
You got to get a better jump than that.
It was the most perfect throw. Then after the game, they wanted to come interview us together, and I'm like, "Interview, man, he threw me out."
He didn't come back out.
Tell you what, Chip, we were talking earlier. Pillar's having a heck of a year for a guy that's playing once every 10 days. This guy's a pro. works his tail off in the cage. We all know what kind of defender he is. I mean, he's got enough highlights playing center field in Toronto that'll rival anybody's. I mean, he's just an all-out defender. One of those guys you like having in the clubhouse because of the mental toughness that he brings every single day. You don't want to play? Hey, I'll play.
Yeah.
You know?
He's a perfect addition to this team.
Yeah.
Hitting lefties, Gold Glove D, great teammate, can take you deep. He's just got a lot of attributes. He brings a lot to the table.
I liken him a lot, personality-wise, to Markakis, Nick Markakis.
Yeah.
He brought a certain toughness to the clubhouse. You know what? You better not skip the game because of a bruise or a skin knee or something like that, because I'm gonna call you out. You know? And Pilar was like, the only difference is Pilar might get to play if somebody, has a bruise or something. But the fact of the matter is, you need those tough guys on the team to balance out the squad. So one thing I've noticed from Quintana, watching him on film in his last start against the Braves, as he gets to the 5th and 6th, bordering on the 3rd time around the lineup, he gets a little up in the zone, or up, like has trouble throwing strikes. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, from here, it kind of looked like he might have got him.
Yeah, usually when they wait that long, they're
He was standing in front of the bag right there. The second baseman, McNeil, was right in front of the bag, not giving him a lane, really.
It looked like his leg was up in the air.
Pretty dark.
See how his leg was past the bag, and he got it with his arm.
New York is challenging the second base. I don't know. When's the last time you saw Ronald go in feet first?
That's why I was.
Oh, yeah, he's
Yeah,
out.
there you go.
I think Ronald's telling you right now. Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, he's not trying to sell it.
But what you were saying, Chip, about Quintana being sneaky in 3rd time through, as a hitter, when you've already seen those patterns and you got the timing set up, and then he comes back in there 3rd time around, you're going to get the bat head there quicker. You get the feel of the game better as it goes, and facing guys like this.
But my point is, yes, he's going to throw some pitches over the plate, but he's also going to miss more. He misses high as he, gets up into the 80, 90, 100 pitch area.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. New York retains their challenge.
You know what I'm surprised hasn't happened yet is with the rule changes of only throwing over to first base 3 times, I'm surprised that a fast runner hasn't gotten a one-way lead just to force throws early, like a huge lead, never trying to go to second, and then entice a couple throws to where now you've got the luxury of, I haven't seen anybody do it yet.
We haven't done a game yet where guys thrown over a 3rd time and
No.
the guy gets second.
Yep.
I throw over 2 times in a row and then pitch out.
I like that.
no runs on a hit, nobody left on base. We go to the 6th, 1-0 Braves.
Is that everybody?
Connect your team with Zoom One, featuring team chat, phone, and more.
To combat the skyrocketing costs of car repairs, you need every advantage you can get. Your out-of-warranty vehicle could cost you thousands when it breaks down, unless you get the Car Shield Advantage. That's the power to protect yourself from expensive repair bills. Just call Car Shield before your car breaks down. Your out-of-warranty car needs protection through Car Shield, because with so many moving parts, a breakdown is going to happen.
Click or call now to save on expensive auto repairs before your car breaks down. Don't miss out on huge savings store-wide during NFM's Labor Day sale. Find holiday savings in every department. For the first time this year, get 30-month financing on qualifying furniture, electronics, appliances, and flooring brands. Shop legendary low prices on furniture. Save up to 55% off. Instantly save up to 10% off kitchen packages. Save up to $1,000 on select TVs. And update your floors with 10% off on all hard surface flooring. Big selection, big savings. NFM.
Everybody better with Pepsi.
Well, top of 6, Braves lead 1-0, and everybody remembers this magazine and the cover of this magazine.
I remember it. But what about this one right here? Oh, look at that. Look at it. How much did they pay for that? I'd rather get hit in the kidney than do one of those. Oh, for Pedro. Seriously.
I got 2 words for that.
Get hit in the kidney or have
No
those.
comment.
Come
on in. Come on in. Hit us up with the lunch. Go ahead, comment.
I love it.
Oh, that is phenomenal. That's great.
How in the hell they let me put that shirt on?
Tucked-in shirt.
And that's a bad belt. It's like a belt to multi-work 20 years ago.
They wanted to see if you would actually do it. Wow. Like, hey guys, he's actually doing it now.
Can you believe we got him to do this?
This was a joke the whole time.
It's embarrassing.
That's funny. When was that?
I mean, hopefully a long time ago. It was 06 because I had to shave my head. Rochi convinced me to shave my head, which is stupid. Why would I ever listen to him?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Listen,
Look at that.
wow. I'm going to have, that is,
Yeah, look at that, Chip. You're right. I'm sticking the butt out like
Yeah.
for Christmas.
that's embarrassing. The cool issue.
Big magazine. Fly ball and Rob one out.
Well, Charlie Morton is doing his thing. He's throwing enough strikes. He's mixing it up. And he's doing what everybody dreams of doing as a pitcher. Just pretend it's 1-0. Yeah.
And I love it, too. He's keeping the pitch count down. There's a lot of time we've seen Charlie at this point of the game, 100, right around that area. He's only at 80.
Walton.
Well, I don't know about you, but I mean,
Ball one.
you obviously don't want to make a living in winning games. But the game as a pitcher, when you're on and winning 1-0, I would think the perfect formula would get to the 7th and then have your team.
And the Atlanta Braves are winning 1-0.
Freedom.
Well,
Only
100%
2
right.
on
We've all been in
Nemo.
those games where you're in this kind of game, and then in the 5th
He's
or 6th
over
inning,
2
your
with
team
2
scores
strikeouts.
6, and he kind of loses the edge.
Yeah.
You know, and
Let's go, Braves!
right now, I got a big lead. It was not-
Swing, man, sit down. Numero.
That was never
That's strike 3, buddy.
good at
You didn't see game 1 of the
those
series.
big games
Go
because
back
you
and
want to
look
get
for
those
the
big
Atlanta
leads
Braves
because
game.
mentality becomes,
And
I'm
I
not gonna
did,
walk anybody.
yeah,
If I throw it down the middle, I ain't gonna walk anybody. That means running all over the bases.
Monday.
That's another part of the game that's
No,
changed to
Sunday.
now compared to back when we all played is when you had a big lead, you attack guys.
Right.
You're seeing now
Yeah, well, that too.
8-run lead, 2-0 breaking balls. And you're seeing a lot of that.
10 strikeouts from Morton, guys. 27th of his career.
10
Tied
strikeout
season high.
tonight.
This is a top.
Yeah, well, that too.
Top of the rotation appearance for Charlie tonight. I mean, he's been on top of the game. Struck out Nemo 3 times. This is the Charlie Morton we're used to.
He's a very uncomfortable at bat for anybody. You're driving to the yard and you're facing Charlie Morton, no matter if he's locked in or not locked in. You're not confident stepping into the box. So that's a huge plus.
And as he's aged like this, going to be 40 in November, that velocity is still there, man.
Yeah.
He's got that pop on that fastball, and it can get on you.
Well, once he can call
that
the
too.
front shoulder and not duck it too much and get it towards first base, the release point stays consistent. The fastball has extra life because he's getting down the mound and he's got that strange angle that hitters don't like.
when you catch him and he starts his breaking ball on the outside corner to a lefty, and it runs middle in and he throws it down, it's an unhittable pitch. So when he gets it out there, he starts it out there, it's going to end middle in to black in, and it's going to be. And if he puts it in the dirt, I mean, they're swinging at such a high rate, they're not hitting it. That's the first thing I look at when I watch a pitch is when he lands that breaking ball to the back door. When he can land it and then go for a punch out pitch in the dirt.
Right, and if he doesn't get underneath the fastball, the two-seamer, he stays on top. It's a little three-quarter, has run, and then he cuts it, and then, of course, he's got the changeup.
I would sometimes set up to a lefty on the outside corner early in games so he could feel for that, casting it out there and letting it land. And then as the game went on, I would creep middle in to lefties.
Speaking of combo boys, this guy coming up right here. See the first
Well,
thing on the drive.
I mean, I feel like we gotta
That too.
right now see who gets them.
No, you got first pick.
I got
already told you.
He's on my team.
Yeah, you got first pick.
Who goes number 2?
Probably Clipper.
Wow. All right.
I mean, yeah.
Just don't play him in the second group.
Unless Mark Mulder shows
Put him in the last group.
Frenchie just getting cropped on.
No, I wouldn't pick me there either. I just was talking more slow play.
Well, that'll take us to the bottom of the 6th. B-Mac, we can't thank you enough.
I love you all.
Awesome, man.
I love all of you
You're having a
guys.
cheeseburger on the way out here, man. You know that's
We did an E for everyone. We got now.
To everyone who's hungry for something special.
Palmer's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice to be greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious.
Bottom of 6, 1-0 Braves. Let's take a look at our Alpha Insurance best coverage. A couple of third basemen through 575 career games. You see what they've done. Austin Riley on the right and Chipper Jones getting it done at third base. Riley has come into his career in left field and should finish his career at third base.
I'm about ready for some instant offense, boys.
Yeah.
Third time through.
We got to get have a home run call, man.
Yeah, I told him it was going to be tough off this guy. He did break that streak in St. Louis. It was 100 innings, I believed, he had gone without giving up a home run. And in this day and age,
that's a lot. That's amazing.
Go line drive left field.
9 drive left field.
Good start right there. Austin Riley been struggling with his rhythm.
I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick shower.
He's getting caught
Top of 6.
lately, kind of rushing into his set position as he strides.
Yeah,
He's working on that today in the cage. A couple hits today. Probably make him lay his head on the pillow a little easier tonight.
Now you know he's coming right back to doing what he's been doing after the All-Star break.
I always felt like you position players had the benefit and the not benefit of playing every day, because if you struggled, you can get right back out there, right? But the struggles, I would imagine, continue. Whereas a pitcher, once every 5 days, we had a chance to redeem ourselves. When you're going good, it goes by fast. When you're going bad, it really takes.
Well, hitting is contagious, and the snowball effect is not only team oriented, it is also individualized. So, I mean, man, you go 0 for 10, you start getting in your own mind. Next thing you know, you're 0 for 20, but on the flip side, you can literally flip the whole lineup into a hot mode if you're going well.
That's one thing I love, Chip, that Smith does with this team. I think there's so many trying to do matchups now in baseball. And I think it's tough, especially the young kids that come up. You know, we always talk about when we come up, man, we were playing. We put you in the lineup. So if we went over 4 one night, you were in the lineup the next day. These guys now, they might come up before they sit for 2 days.
Was it Kelly Johnson when he got called up on like 1 for 28?
Yeah, and then you remember Texas, he just started, boom, went off. I think, Chip, you were hurt then, were you? Because that's when Kelly hit third.
Freddie had a tough time when he first got called up. I mean, look, this is not easy.
RBI single in the first, that's been the only one.
The 0 for 20 is going to sneak up on
And
you.
the thing of Bible.
The fact of the matter is, when you get called up nowadays, at least in this organization, you're here for insurance.
Yeah, well,
because everybody in this lineup plays every single day.
Sure.
And that's the great thing about them, the thing that I respect about them so much. These guys work, man. I'm in there every single day. I see it.
2-0 Baltimore, bottom of the top of
Has not
7.
missed an early hitting session
Over Toronto.
all year. Like, he takes his
6-0.
the craft of hitting as serious as
The
any.
Yankees in the 7th.
Michael Harris, when he was hitting 100,
LA 3-1, ended 2. They're still in the lane delay.
350 or 100, they're in there every single day, going through the routine, going through the everyday rigors of what it takes to get ready for a baseball game at 7:20. And that's why I have the utmost respect for these guys. I think if I hadn't actually been in there and seen it, it would be different. But man, these guys work, and that's why they're so good. That's what we need right there. Also, hitting into the gap and right center.
Also,
Riley chugging around.
Riley checking on good. It's 2-0, boys. Mikel Ozuna. 18th double and the second RBI tonight.
Look at this. This is exactly
Come on in, Braves fans. Come on in.
Big part of the ballpark to the opposite field gap first. We react on off speed to the pool gap. That was a beautiful piece of hitting.
We showed the comparison with Riley and Chipper early. We saw the stats, and I'll give Riley a lot of credit because he got around the bases, scored from first. Chipper could fly when he got brought up. About halfway through the career, it started to look like where Riley is now, and then about the 3/4 quarters of the way, it started to go. But he could fly.
Is that a backhand compliment?
It is kind of. Yeah, he was faster, much faster than Riley, and now
that was just a backhand. That's all that was. That was a backhand.
You know, though, Chip, in all seriousness, because I said this is the biggest difference in this team's offense this year. Last year, second most strikeouts in all of baseball. This year, right now, 7th lowest in all of baseball. Well, this team doesn't strike out like they used to.
1 in,
defenses we
2-0 Braves. Brewers, Park, Atlanta, Georgia, Shane Murphy. 0 for 1, walked in the first.
2 out hits,
2
2 out
innings,
rallies.
69, 21,
And
and
this
21,
team,
64
with the way
Liberty.
they are able to slow.
Line drive single. Ozuna, come on. Just like that. It's 3 nothing. RBI singles. Duna makes it 3-0. That one game.
Quintana gets to the 6th inning and the 3rd time around. That was not a fastball. I believe that was a changeup of some sort. All over it. The big bear comes in to score.
That's different. You get to the postseason. Smokes, you talked about this in the Yankees game the other night. You strike out.
1 on, 1 out, 3-0 Braves. Let's go, Braves! Guys, part of the catcher.
If you think about it,
Catcher's walking it
pitching
off.
staff that can
Catcher's walking
eliminate
it off.
outs, being a strikeout, and your team strikes out too much, you're in the minus. Yeah.
Let's go, Braves! Let's go, Braves! And beat those Mets! Dun, 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 dun. Who's ready for some football on the damn channel?
5 to 6 inches.
You guys, I'm telling you, you've never been hitting a kidney, so you keep talking about all
Save it. We've all been hitting the kidney.
You've not been hitting a kidney.
In the back.
Lad, did you get the road here? You never did, did you?
No, he just hit Murph.
Yeah. No, well, I missed it.
Here we go.
He said if that curveball hits your Michael Hendricks like they're way up in the zone. And I think you see Bucks coming out together. That thing just spun and hung.
Well, this lineup does what it does. It wears you down. With the that we got from Charlie Morton tonight, or getting from Charlie Morton tonight, the offense is starting to kick in. We'll be back. 3-0 Braves on 6th.
Dear car chicks, put the pedal to the metal and snap on Toyota today. Build it, price it, and drive it. Build it, pick your color, then pick your package and accessories. And based on your local dealer's real-time inventory, you can price it. Ready to connect with your dealer, seal the deal, and you're ready to drive it. Build it, price it, drive it. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
What makes baseball even better? Shohei, more action? How about more steals, Acuna? More hits? Nestor? Okay, Mookie, more hits? What if the games are just quicker?
Just a bit outside.
The game has changed, and fans are saying, oh, yeah.
All South Highway Safety Team. Play it safe. Slow down. And a lot of yellow wood. If it doesn't have the yellow tag, you don't want it.
And now let's take a live look for our Xfinity Cam. Beautiful look in there at Truist Ballpark from our right field stands. Beautiful night here and a couple runs on the board. It's getting better.
Longtime Dodger Phil Bickford threw an inning and a third on Monday.
Yeah, threw the ball well the other night.
Here we talked about he could throw a strike and he came in and one I think
just painted.
Pounded the zone.
I know hindsight's 2020. Yeah, the Mets are in an interesting position where they're trying to figure out what the future is from some of their bullpen arms to who their starters are going to be. And, you know, I've said this before, tough spot for Buck. They could have not rebooted, and I think with the current roster they would have had, I honestly think they could have got a playoff spot. As bad as they've been, they're only 7 games back. I get it, but behind a few teams, they went in the other direction. They paid a ton of money for prospects, and they're going to hope those prospects rebuild.
Well, what's another 3 weeks with Verlander and Scherzer? How much better could they be at this point right now? Especially the way they've been swinging the bat and scoring some runs. The 162-game season is all about ebbs and flows, right? You're going to go through 10-game swings, 20-game swings where you go 8-12 or you're 10-10, you're treading water, you know? Then you're going to have 20-game stretches where you go 16-4, you know? But unfortunately for the Mets, it was a 4-16 that kind of sunk the season. And to be honest with you, I agree with you, John. I mean, if they keep those 2 guys knowing that they got them under contract for next year, why not? Yeah. Why not make a run, you know, for the last 2.5 months?
Second beauty there.
That's going to be 3 for Grissom.
Well, John Grissom has always had the bat-to-ball skills. You know, the question has been, can he play shortstop up here? But he can flat out hit. That is a great job of hitting. He works hard at it. TJ Stewart, a fellow Bowles High School graduate, trying to tackle that baseball out there.
Hey, let's say this. Hey, let's just tell him like DJ Stewart's in there to hit home run.
The effort, A+, buddy. Plus, you went to my high school, so. That's play right there.
Well, 4 big runs. 5-0 lead, Braves.
What makes baseball even better? Shohei, more action. How about more steals, Acuna? More hits? Nestor? Okay, Mookie, more hits? What if the games are just quicker? The game has changed, and fans are saying, oh, yeah.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nicely greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love.
Technology lets you monitor your pet when you're not at home. But to monitor threats to your hybrid workforce wherever they are, you need more than technology. You need CDW, who gets to know your business and can design and deploy custom solutions with pre-configured HP notebooks with HP Wolf Security. AI-enabled threat detection and remote management protect your endpoints 24/7, giving your defenses some real teeth. HP makes always-on remote security possible. CDW makes it.
5-0 Braves as we go to the top of the 7th. Now let's have a look at our Snowbirds in their feature. And with all the offense that's going on right now, let's not lose track of Charlie Morton. Having another great start tonight. He's been caught in the zone with that fastball, which has really set up that breaking ball. Had a really good night for Charlie. Had the best hitters off balance all night long. Gave the offense a chance to get to work. And here we are with a 5-0 lead, and that's our Snowbirds. Let's get their feature. You see 6 innings on the night, one walk, 10 strikeouts, 1 hit.
I think Zion's got a lot of strikeouts on that curveball. But I think what you talked about early, guys, he has established that fastball tonight.
That is the reason he is where he is right now. He has thrown that fastball. He has dotted that fastball and executed it.
And I hope the score opens up for more fastballs. I mean, no one wants to just throw them in there and let guys hit it, right? But you can get this pitch really refined and get after it a little bit when you have the breathing room, as we talked about, Clive. 1-0, you're in that game. You still want to stay locked in, but it gives you breathing room to start working on that pitch. The amazing thing is, people arms and flies out. You surprise yourself sometimes because you can watch batting practice and they know everything that's coming and get a lot of outs in batting practice. Yeah, right? Yeah. And then there's days there's nothing you can do, they get hits, but you can get a lot of outs with his fastball if Aldi threw his fastballs.
And stay tuned for the stretch coming up, presented by Synovus. We're going to have Trevor and Peter out there, and I'm guessing they're going to be probably talking about Smoltzy getting hit in Colorado.
Peter's a pitcher. He wouldn't do that. It's pitcher-on-pitcher crime.
Have you seen Trevor's arms? I don't think Trevor would have felt like that if he got hit.
I'm not built like that. I'm wiry and athletic. You know that.
The rest
Not like Fungal Bang.
The rest of us call it manly.
Chipper, I saw you get hit on the toe.
Well, that hurts. I had to get that toe drained, by the way.
Well, it was your toe.
Okay.
I just don't remember the end.
Chip was hitting BP and he hit the neck and came back and hit him in the face.
Yeah.
Had to miss a couple games.
Little black eye.
I gotta give it to you, Glad.
Okay.
We searched the earth for everything that we could find. 22 years, right? You played in the big leagues? Yeah. Unless you found a way to destroy some evidence. I've never seen
Are there no embarrassing Glad moments that we
couldn't find it?
That we could, maybe pull up? Gretchen?
I think he might have paid Gretchen off.
No, I did not. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you there aren't any, but I mean, I didn't make anybody up.
Can you let us in on maybe?
Honestly, God, I can't really think of any. I can't.
Neither could we. Doesn't it? Mark Bowman talked to me and Smoltzy asked us the same question. I was like, no, I really don't have anything.
I mean, I got a few embarrassing outings, but other than that, not a signature moment.
I'll tell you that this got to be a good moment for Charlie Morton here. Just even confidence, knowing the way he's throwing that fastball tonight. I'll say it right now. I think for a while people were down. You go to a playoff series, I'll take this guy on the mound any day.
Yeah, because he has the ability to miss bats. Yeah, and to do this. There's no doubt. It's uncomfortable, as B-Mac said.
Great try by Ronald out there and right a bullet by DJ Stewart. It's a couple doubles from my fellow Bulls grad after trying to tackle that baseball in right field last inning. Gets his revenge. Oh, right off the heel of the glove. He actually overextended for it.
Yeah, DJ Stewart, they called him up. That guy's been raking for them the last 2 weeks.
Poor Murph. Man, Murph has gotten hit by a pitch like 4 of the last 5 starts, and then you take something like that. I will tell you this, that is a grown man right there. Murph is one of the toughest dudes on the planet. One of those guys you want back there behind the plate. Takes one, flinches for a second, and then, hey, give me the ball, let's go.
I don't think a lot of people on this East Coast had a clue.
No.
What he can do, offensively and defensively.
The first time I saw him throw in spring training, I was blown away.
I was on the trip last year when the Braves went out to Oakland, and I remember seeing him for 3 days, and I thought, wow.
Yeah.
It's a good catcher.
And the fact that we were able to get him here
Not have to.
Kudos to Alex.
Yeah, Double A did a good job. Can you imagine being an Oakland A's fan over the last 5 years? Now seeing every player go somewhere else and do something pretty special.
Think about it. Matt Chapman, Olsen, Murphy, the list goes on and on.
Charlie had 107 pitches, 2 outs in the 7th. See if he can't finish on a strong note.
This is where you got to grind. You know you got one batter. This could be it. You don't want to leave two. You don't want to leave the inning with runners on after this kind of performance. You want to make the pitch right here. Challenge them.
Come on in, 5-0. Bolton at 108, 108 pitches. Through 7.
Nothing Braves.
5-0 Braves. The 7th inning. Braves.
The bet that helps you get there.
In by Dope. Let's go work. Let's go work.
Appreciate the punctuation there, Chipper Jones, but we got story time with Pete here for this record. What you got?
We do. I got a little story. I want to give you a little peek behind the curtain. Back in the late 2000s, and so I was teammates with John Smoltz, and Adam LaRoche came up to me and said, "Hey, we're struggling a little bit. We need to fire the guys up. What's it going to take for you to shave your head like Smoltzy?" And I said, "You know what? Let's just go ahead and do it." So we've got some photos here, some photographic evidence.
Oh, boy.
Back in the day, now look, my teeth were a little more crooked, so take a look at that guy right there. And then there's the matching back of the heads for me and John Smoltz. These photos were courtesy of Kelly Johnson, by the way. Check out the Woodgie right there. Worked a lot on that too. And the only way that I was able to get paid is if I took my hat off and did a full circle around the mound during a game, and that was the photo taken by Puya, the photographer back in the day. But that's a little peek inside what I was back as a teammate amongst these guys. It is not, honestly, every single one of those guys up there are shocked that I'm still around the organization right now, I guarantee you.
For Friar Moylan, I'm Trevor Scales. Let's get back to some more Braves baseball on the other side of a quick word from our friends at Synovus.
Get going. Get after it. Get momentum. Better.
Yeah.
Get more of it. Wherever potential leads you next, get there with a bank you trust.
Sonoma. Get there more.
This is
From
by
Paul
far
Sponsor,
one of the great stories.
Atlanta Braves.
Absolutely dealing. Peter Moylan, I mean, you can't do it any better than that. And look, I don't blame him. You know, one thing you can't do is you can't see the back of your head. That's the one thing, unless it's even harder than me.
I told you the big league dental plan, hair plan was perfect.
Followed on the play. Phil Law got the plate. He'll 3 today.
Glad I got a sneaky.
Fly out, line out, strike.
Sneaky feeling. This is
And spread his 3 plate appearances. He's at 224 average, 6 homers, 22 ribbies, 659 OPS.
He's got a couple hits to get him going again, stay on the ball. But I think this inning between Riley and Olsen.
Oh, and 1-2. What in the hell are you swinging at, Law? Straight 3, sit down, Johnny. Think about what the hell you were just swinging at. At a 5-0 lead.
Zaxby's Southwest Salad is more than just a salad. It's a flavor fiesta.
Good from though. Just not right there.
Oh, stay in play too.
Our Xfinity Game Changer feature. Let's see. This is Gwinnett County High School career records. Matt Olson, number 7 at 431. I've been through about the top 25 of those. There were 10 Parkview players on that list. Jeff Rancourt was nowhere to be found.
I didn't hit for average. Come on.
Oh, so
I bet you had a home run.
you were the modern day Dave King.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Well, just to throw this.
Now can we do that?
Gwinnett County High School most career home runs.
Wow.
Just to let
Look
you
at
guys
Greeny.
know
Look
that
at Greeny on there.
that I'm not always on Frenchie. He leads it with 55. Only a close second at 45.
55. How many games?
Roughly.
25
He
years.
played since he was 8th grade.
That's impressive.
We got to get this guy going.
There you go.
And that'll get home.
All right.
Jam shots.
Not exactly what I was thinking, but we'll take the. We got to crawl before we can walk.
You know what, Chipper, though? You used to tell me all the time when I was struggling, go up there and try to get jammed. And you start seeing it deeper, you stay on it longer, and that's one of those situations there that maybe that's the one that gets them going.
There's a ton more good things that are going to happen if you go up there and get jammed as opposed to hitting the ball at the end of the bat and trying to hit through the pull sides. Good to see him. A couple knocks. Riley, a couple knocks.
Yeah.
Not exactly the knocks they want, but like I said, you got to crawl before you can walk.
Oh,
Man,
back.
he just looks like he's on everything.
He's hacking right now, boys. He's hacking right now. Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Marcel was 11 for 17 with 6 home runs. On 3-1 count.
That's pretty good.
On a 3-1 count. God damn it.
Kay sent me a text message, guys. And I don't think she's going to let me home now after that picture that was showing of me. I don't know that we can blame her. I think she's embarrassed.
Yeah, well, that too. Ozuna, way back there. But it is gone. 2-1 homer. Ozuna. Big on. The Big Bear.
And I'm going to have to say on that home run going for it, Chipper might disagree if it's too early to have a crowd.
Maybe.
There's that
So,
hanging slider.
yeah. Wrong guy. Well, you got the hanging slider. It's just a wrong hitter.
Long hitter.
Wrong hitter for Pickford, too. You can't hang Marcel anything right now.
That's what we want those guys doing. We want them taking the fastball to the opposite field guy, reacting to the hanging slider.
Yeah, well, that too.
Inevitably going to get every single night. It's just a matter of whether you're able to center it up. Marcel Ozuna has been centering up quite a few of them lately.
Who's got the next one, by the way?
I don't know.
We didn't go over that.
Whoever feels it.
I can't have that. Jeff's got it.
Yeah, well, that too.
Why are you putting it on me?
You hear me?
I got it. We've had some chip come up here just in the camera well, but you got to hit it.
Not quite. I've had a bad experience with that.
Yeah, we showed that. Well, you showed your experience in Boston.
Yeah.
But I got to give you, not credit, but you better pay attention to that ball.
Oh, man.
Because they get on you in a hurry.
Small C.
Yeah. That was just bad luck.
Took one in the wrong spot.
Bad luck. I mean, I blame it on Brian Anderson. You work with him. I was talking to him about if he caught a foul ball. He said yes. I said, well, that's all I want to do. I want to catch a foul ball in the booth. And I went for it. He went for it. I pulled back.
Well, Glad got his home run call.
Boy,
7-0 as we head to the 8th.
There's a drive, way back. He did not miss this one. It's too early for a crown, but it's gone.
It's the great mascot race. Here we go. And they're on. They're knocking them. Look at them go. The crowd is going wild. It's the home stretch. And it's the play of the great. It's pause. Congratulations on winning the great mascot race.
Who throws the first pitch?
Yeah, well, that too.
Who's ready for baseball? It's time for the first pitch. Join Harold and Adnan for a first look at the night's match.
Huh.
Couple of topics right out of the game. First take from the players. What do you got to do to repeat? And the first of many breakdowns every night. Last night,
Hey, friends.
I told you there was another play. A full night of baseball starts with the first pitch. MLB Tonight, first pitch. Only on MLB Network.
Everybody better with Pepsi.
Brought to you by your local Ford dealers. And by Truist, when you start with Care, you get a different kind of thing. Well, guys, we have been waiting all night for it, and we finally got it. This time for night Infinity Game Break in Joanna.
There's a drive, way back. He did not miss this one. It's too early for a crown, but it's gone.
Thomas, we came through.
Listen, I really got to thank my boys every Monday. I'm on the radio with Chuck and Trent off, and those guys have really pumped me up about this thing, and it really got me, thinking about it. And by golly, the moment it just happened, it was great.
That's
good. Great. So thanks, Chuck. Thanks, Matt.
It is never too early for a crown, by the way.
Good point.
I know. Got to stay hydrated.
Especially this team.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Tonkin comes in here. What a year he's had. The guy that, wasn't expected to do anything. And he shows up on opening day, and all he's done is put those type of numbers up. Hadn't pitched in the big league since 2017 with the Twins.
Opportunity to go down this afternoon and talk with Snit and the coaches, and when you hear those guys talk about what kind of guy he is and taking the ball, that's when you know you got something.
Loves him because of his versatility. He can go out there and get you one or two outs to get you out of a jam. Obviously, a good sinker can throw the double play ball, but he can give you length. He can give you, if you get a clunker out of your starter, he can give you 2 or 3 innings out of the bullpen to kind of get.
Yeah, well, that too.
Get back in it.
Ouch! I almost slipped. As I'm trying to.
Typically don't swing and miss a lot, but tonight has been the Braves pitchers. That has been a performance that started with Charlie, and looks like the bullpen is going to continue what he did.
Well, this time in the season, too, guys, Tonkin's able to give you 2 innings tonight. you get a chance to save the pen. You got an off day tomorrow. I mean, all that helps going forward.
Yeah.
That is huge. That's a big road trip. These are huge innings by this bullpen right now. All right, you've got this game in hand. If Talk can go out there and give you 2 innings to finish this game with a day off tomorrow, going to San Francisco, you please get fouled. Right. You've got the ability.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, please get fouled, ball.
San Francisco. And this is, you're right, Smolty. This is a big road trip.
Well, not just a big road trip, humongous.
10-11 game road trip.
And then we got, what was that back?
And the last 4 coming.
We got that game coming up here on, I don't know what channel yet, but stay tuned.
Those trips all the time. It'll get to you.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Ready to play those teams that are.
I may be doing a dual call, but I don't know what channel.
You guys, well,
you gotta be kidding me.
Because when I first got called up, we used to
Walk them.
Three
Ah,
to each city 3 times a year.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
I don't have an Atlanta.
A lot of travel. A lot of
Yeah.
getting back at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but a lot of guaranteed golf because the West Coast, let's face it, didn't rain much, so you're guaranteed that you're going to get some good golf, and that was a saving grace for us. Come a long way. Gretchen, you wouldn't know this, but when Glad brought me in, and Pete Smith, when I got traded over, they kind of, asked me out to play golf, which was cool, and then the rest is history. But we went out to the West Coast in San Diego. And Glad, I think it was you hit a shot with a tee in the turf. A picture, a tee in the turf, and he got underneath the tee.
It was the size of these game notes. It was just like that.
And for whatever reason, we thought that was a good thing that we brought the divot back with us in our golf cart. It was 3 inches thick, and the tee was still in there.
Yeah.
Laid the sod over.
Oh, yeah, we should. But never invited back.
But they did. It was bad.
Now I barely take a divot, so what
Right. Come a long way. Number 2.
All right, Tom. Let's get in the zone.
Well, I'm gonna upload it, but
There you go.
Braves, Homo, Ozuna.
I don't think many guys play.
It covers up me when I click it, but you guys can see it, so can I. You guys can't see after I click it, kind of like if let's say I click this one. You guys can't see, but you guys can still hear me. But when you guys act like that, you guys can still see me.
That dude can play.
It was great for us. Everybody that pitched in a rotation, whether they knew how to play or not, they were going to learn. And everybody played.
Yeah. Come on, catch it.
And now a quick message from Delta.
Quick message from Delta.
For Atlanta based crew, go Braves. Delta, official airline of the Atlanta Braves.
Go Braves. Presented by Delta. World sponsor of your Atlanta Braves. Francisco Lindor. Let's go Braves. What inning are we in?
Yeah, like you said,
This football here should tell me top of 8, 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 top of 8. Bouncer. Ah, shit. That's through for a hit. Lindor, a single.
It's been one of the biggest deals to bring him over here.
McNeil coming up.
It's been
And then Alonzo Vogelbach do up after them if McNeil gets on.
I love the player.
Alonzo is on the on-deck circle.
Switch hitter, the shortstop, posts every day.
Vogelbach is in the hole.
They've struggled up there, but until New York last week, he started over 200 straight games.
Right.
Yeah,
I need more, though. I need more from him.
Swing and miss. 2 outs. 2 on, 2 out. Here in inning number 8. 7-0 Braves. 7-0 Braves.
I think he's the most dynamic, dangerous player in their lineup. You can sit here and say, Pete Alonso.
Yeah.
He can certainly inflict the most damage the quickest, but this is a guy who is an elite player in the game.
The question for the Mets this offseason is whether or not they're going to keep Alonso.
Yeah, so came on today, didn't it, that they were talking about trading him to Milwaukee in the deadline?
Yeah, it was close.
Well, I can tell you for Lindor, speaking from experience, it's tough to go to New York and play well your first year.
Right away, yeah,
That's
make
just-
an impact.
There's
Right.
so much going on, man.
Yeah, well, that too.
But you saw when he was in Cleveland the ability to be able to hit the ball out of the ballpark from both sides of the plate, dynamic, can run, good defender at shortstop. Love the personality.
Yeah.
Just hasn't found it quite yet here in New York.
And that'll be it. We get to the bottom of the 8th, 7 up the Braves.
Bottom of 8.
You want highlights? Quick Pitch has you covered.
I say this calls for celebration.
Packing all the day's biggest plays into one lightning fast hour. Every game, every night, every highlight that makes the headlines. We live today, preview tomorrow.
Big race in the NL Central is getting good.
On Quick Pitch, late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
You guys, we got now.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Palmer's is the place for us. Oh, look at my freshie.
Done.
It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Brought to you by the Xfinity 10G network. The future starts now. By Georgia Natural Gas, live the greener life. And Synovus, #1 in customer banking satisfaction. Southeast. And while you're seeing some things I've really enjoyed, striking some of my fellows out here, this one play is one that just I really have to enjoy. Where was it? Did you show it? Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna go there a minute. Braves 7-0.
Bases
We're
loaded.
going to the bottom of the 8th. But my buddy Jeff,
Look at that double.
complete game going and a little soft, and he is cussing me the whole way down the line right there.
That was the final out of the game.
Yeah, he wasn't happy because, it's 4-1. He wants to be throwing the pitch that he can hit. Fastball down the middle, little weak grounder, and happy ending to that game.
Tom, it's your night, man.
Thanks, buddy.
You shine.
Everybody has to have a night.
You shine.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I did have a
On
double
to none,
seven.
on 7-0.
I saw it, yeah.
Bottom of 8. Harrison the second.
What was that? A complete game? Is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right?
Well, we faced each other after the All-Star break, and it was in shape. And I was bound and determined to not strike out. Okay. And I think the bases were loaded, and I was going to wait as long as I could. I said, he's not going to be able to change up. There is no way. This hitter speed. I know I can do it. Ground ball, double play. I was running like I was pulling a tractor down the first, trying to beat out the double play. But now I saw it. I saw why every hitter went back to the dugout so frustrated because that changeup never got there. It looked really good. It never got there.
Well, it's like anything. Tom could put it where he wanted to, as far as on the inside, on the outside of the dish, up, down, and it was one of those things that you look back, it was a comfortable 0 for 4.
Yep.
It was.
Getting
See,
short
honestly, you don't worry about
you
it.
guys watch
It's
the
not
fans that do
comfortable
they
when
pack.
he's your buddy.
So just give me a minute.
Well, that's
Give me a 60-second short, 1 minute short.
And let's take a quick message from Racetrack.
Knock game day out of the park with whatever gets you going at Racetrack. Proud hometown partner of the Atlanta Braves.
I just thought on a 4-1 game, Tom, you could have just screwed me a heater.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, why do I, in a 4-1 game, is my responsibility to give up another earned run?
No,
I'm trying to have a good
I just wanted to
you were just going to hit a single?
I'm trying to punch it the other way.
That's a great point, right there. Just trying to hit a single.
Keep the line moving.
Captain Caveman was not trying to hit a single, I can promise you.
Acuna.
My favorite would be getting on the plane sometimes, me and B-Mac, and sitting
Acuna
there with
Jr.
our dad, Larry Jones, sitting on the plane, and he'd be sitting there, guys, why are y'all swinging at this stuff? What do you, he was so disappointed with us. We're like, go ahead and get it out on us. I will say some of the best nights, Chip, we had was in Houston when your dad would come down. And we'd come up to your suite after the game and have some
that too.
cold ones and talk hitting for 4 hours, man.
Yeah, sweet.
Chip? Yeah. I think the last year of this deal, they gave it to him.
Yeah, it was always fun when Pops came to town because, I knew I was going to get right, and like I always did with you guys every once in a while, I would say, hey, all hitters, we're not going to hit. We're just going to meet in the batting cage. We're just going to talk, because there's so many times that I was hitting with somebody else and they said something that made me click for me. And I feel like those little talks for other people could help, and if we all got in there and we all started, throwing ideas around, maybe something clicked for somebody. And it wasn't a big deal, but I loved whenever Pops came to town because if I was struggling, I knew he was going to get me out of it. Nobody knew my swing like my dad.
And he'd always have the cowboy hat sitting over by third base.
Oh, yeah. My wife still thinks he's hot when he wears the duster. Like the cowboy hat and the duster, maybe with the pistol on the hip, from South Texas.
There's 2 words for that. No time.
I kid you not, I dressed up as my dad for Halloween a couple of years ago. I had the hat, I had the suede vest, I had the pistol on the hip and the duster. And my wife thought I was so hot. I really did it for a reason,
Like the shirt, the French. I mean, that shirt.
I don't think Katie had the same reaction to that.
I'm not aware of that one. Well deserved. All right, boys. We head to the
With that, we head to the 9. Oh.
And a 1-2 from Alex Cobb. He has his first major league hit. Anthony Volpe's first hit with big leagues is a single left field off of Alex Cobb. Went down and got a breaking ball. Good pitch. Stayed on it, kept his head down. And he's hoping there's going to be, what do you think, 2,000 more of those?
Day or night, bar or backyard, if you are drinking, stay safe and get a sober ride so you can enjoy more of this. After all, simple actions like calling a DD save lives.
He's the man in town. Swing high, fly ball. That's hammered deep to left. Did Arenado do it? Yes, he did! Number 300 in Milwaukee. And he knew it was a matter of time he was going to get it. Number 300. What a moment for Nolan. First homer of the year. He's knocked in 3 runs tonight. And it mimics what happened in his first at-bat. He almost hit the foul pole.
That one deep to right field. Going back on it is Thomas. It is gone. A 3-run home run. It was right on it. Over hits one in the air deep to left field. Going back.
Brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. By Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. And by Delta Airlines. Keep on flying. Look at that big finish. Pretty good feeling right there. Here's a quick message from Truist.
I never realized how important it will be to have you to reach the goal.
If I can make your business 1% better, I did something.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was a little surprised that you guys didn't wear the same shirt that we did the last time we did this. I brought the same shirt. It was lucky, obviously.
You think people don't notice what shirts and jackets and stuff that we wear?
Well, I mean,
you gotta put up with the fashion police on social media if you wear that.
That's if you have social media.
Well, yeah, that too.
Kirby Yates looking to bounce back after a rough outings last time out. Had a little trouble.
Yates.
Okay.
Monzo. Kirby. Yates.
See if he can do it tonight.
Monzo's over play. Both games of this coming up next. I won't be ball one. What the hell did that miss?
I wouldn't have this job anymore.
Arguing with some of these people would be fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Here's an embarrassing moment. I went up to Kirby Yates and I go, "Hey, Kirby, you know a guy named Tyler Yates?" He's like,
"No, you did not."
"Yeah, he's my brother."
Did you really?
Tyler and I used to drive to the ballpark.
God.
Back in the day, he used to live in Roswell, and I walked up to him and I was like, "Man, any relation to Tyler?" He goes, "Yeah, you moron." He didn't say it that way, but he looked at me like
he would have said
he's
it.
my brother. Yeah.
Yeah, I played with another
Whoa.
Nick Yates, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was told, because I've talked to Kirby about it before. I said, you remember Tyler, man, he had heavy feet on that path, but he's a big boy out there.
He's a police officer out there.
Yeah.
Why I know.
Would you trade Alonso?
I mean, with the direction.
Or I guess.
I mean, he's got, I think, one more year.
Yeah.
Look, they say it's not going to be a long rebuild, I guess, or they're not looking to rebuild, they're looking to reboot, whatever.
Strike, good.
Yep. It's a tough call because you really would have to get a power source. I mean, you lose a lot, right?
Yeah.
When you take it online. I mean, it's the first time that I can remember in a long, long time that both New York teams are dealing with the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the Yankees haven't gone through this in a long time.
And the problem is, if you look at the rosters, and that's where it kind of gets scary because you're like, this isn't a quick fix.
Right.
No, it ain't. It ain't no quick fix.
They're an envy of a lot of organizations. I said it about 15 years ago when they were in that tough spot. They really weren't developing pitchers. And the Braves have gone out and really developed young pitchers. And that, along with their core players, is going to put them in a good spot for a while. And they got them tested at their depth this year with some injuries. You wouldn't know it by their record.
Here's the thing I think is wrong with the New York teams. You spent so much money on so few players that it is affecting your depth. Okay, so when you get guys hurt, you can't replace them with people of equal effectiveness. Okay, so that's one of the drawbacks of spending so much money on so few players. If you spend $86 million on 2 pitchers, you're going to suffer in other parts of your roster.
And then when they get hurt,
and then if they get hurt, you're basically done. And the Yankees have done it from a standpoint of their everyday lineup has gotten.
Yeah.
And they just haven't been able to overcome it. And it's one of the
not just that.
It's one of the drawbacks of being the general manager. Yes, you want to make a big splash. Obviously, playing in New York, you want to be on the back page of the newspaper.
Check both.
But the fact of the matter is you need well-rounded ball players, and I think you can say sitting here as an Atlanta Braves fan that this is a deep club. We get somebody first, next man up, and we don't expect to lose anything.
Easy.
For Orlando Arcia, 2 outs here in the ninth.
202 in the ninth.
So that's why, I mean, you sit here and look at this lineup the Braves have. They're built for a while.
Yeah. And see, that's another thing about drafting and developing your own players. You develop that loyalty within those homegrown players to say, you know what? If they're going to offer me a 6 or 7 or 8 year deal, maybe for less money than I would probably be worth by the end of it, you know what? I want to be great, and you don't have that going out and getting free agents. Free agents are trying to get top dollar.
Well, that too.
To that extent, too, is a lot of these guys, all of a sudden, you're not worried about your numbers night in and night out. And it's human. When you're getting ready to go to free agency, you're looking at your numbers. That's going to affect the dollar. And I think here, all of a sudden, a lot of these guys, you see it, whether they go for 4-4, if they win, that's all that matters.
That's a culture that's passed down from the top. Yep. It's passed down from the top.
Bottom of 9. No, top of 9. Struck him out. Game over.
This was just a old-fashioned dominant performance by the Atlanta Braves all the way around.
Tonight was Charlie Morton. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Just a dominant performance. Another 10 strikeout performance. Was in the strike zone all night. Just a top of the rotation type performance from Charlie Morton.
Yeah, he was dominant. Stayed in, kept it tight for a while there. Let the offense go to work, and they did what they do. Have done all year long. Big 2-out runs, big explosive innings, and just separated themselves from the Mets. Team win. Great homestand.
Well, let's face it. Vlad did it.
I did.
Vlad did it.
Vlad's home run call.
Vlad did it.
With so much pressure.
There was a lot of pressure, I'm not going to lie.
And you did it. You can rest easy. You can go home. You did it.
Hey, we're 2-0 as a crew.
That's right.
You're right.
That's right.
I know 3 things for sure. Vlad killed it tonight. I'm going to have to wear it for a while. and our good buddy B-Mac, he sweats a lot.
Yeah.
Can't help it. Well, Chip, I think we're going to be joined here in a minute by your protege.
Who's that? Who we got?
2-7, the big boy from Mississippi.
Love it. Well, I also noticed a lot of people stayed home to watch the game.
Well, I mean, can you blame them?
Probably not.
Austin, you hear us?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
All right. Good job, man.
Appreciate it.
Well, we had a lot of fun up here tonight. Glavin pretty much dominated the telecast tonight. Called a home run call, but what can you say about the team, man? 7-0 tonight.
You know, first off, Charlie, wow, what a night he had. It was outstanding all the way around. And then
Austin Riley, 2 for 3, 2 singles, walk, and 2 unscored this season.
Austin Chipper here. You mentioned Ozuna staying hot, but I said before the game we got to get Riley and Olsen back into a groove. I know you guys didn't sting the ball tonight, but at least a couple of 2 for 4 nights. Definitely helps you lay the head on the pillow.
Yeah, no doubt. Just try to build confidence. Like you said before the game, stay there at the State Farm Center. That's all I was trying to do, and then snuck a couple in there. But it's like I said, the ebbs and flows of the game. Just trying to stay as even feel as possible, continue to work, and try to get out of this thing.
Austin Glab here. Hey, so for me as a pitcher in my days, a lot of fun coming to the ballpark, watching my teammates till the rubber every night. It's gonna be fun for you coming to this ballpark every night with this lineup, knowing what they're doing, kind of watching and waiting to see what everybody in the lineup's gonna do around you every night.
Yeah, no doubt. It seems like it's someone every different every night. And it's just like you said, a matter of who's it going to be that night that's going to have that big game for us. And it can happen 1 through 9, and I think that's what's so special about this game.
Austin, it's John Smoltz, and I obviously been watching you. What do you take more pride in, your defense or your offense?
I think my defense. I think coming as soon as I got drafted, everybody was like that was my thing, and I think the defense has needed some work, and working with Wash has been great. I give them all the credit, and I think that's what I take pride in. Like I said, I didn't get a hit last night, but that
Raise wing
at the end of the game right there was huge for me, and like I said, I think my defense is something I take the most pride in.
Austin, last question, man. Big West Coast trip coming up, San Fran, Colorado.
Yeah, I agree. Towards towards no F blank comment. Any kids who watch this, ask your parents what that means.
I'm all for it.
There you go, Chip.
Have a great trip, man.
Yeah,
Good
thanks,
luck.
guys.
Well, guys, Smoltzy, you just got stuff all over your hands.
I got ink pouring all over but this was fun. I mean, sequels are never easy, but it was fun. And if we ever get a chance to do it again, we do it again.
Yeah. See if we can put our title on the line again to go 3-0.
That's right.
All right, guys. Enjoyed it. Love you guys. For Jeff Grant Cooler, Tom Glavin, and John Smoltz, I'm Chipper Jones signing off from Truist Park. The final tonight, Braves 7, nada. Stay tuned now for Braves Live post-game show presented by Xfinity. Coming up next, go pour yourselves a crown. You've earned it, Braves country. Love y'all.
Yep. Adios, folks. Adios. Adi blanking-os, folks. It's been a good stream. See you guys possibly tomorrow. If I call a game or not. Probably. I don't know yet. I have to think about it. Tomorrow, what is it? 8:23. If I do call a game, it's going to probably baseball.
CDW makes it powerful.
Take a peek at him from the scratch.
Peace.
Motion a little bit. You're just expecting these guys to run now.
Nice. Again. Atlanta, Homo. And then. Rays win at a score of 7 to Met. Zippo Squatto, not a big fat silly donut.
To everyone
Adieu.
for something special.